Ahoy gamers, and welcome back to Total Warhammer 3 with the Old World mod and the SFO mod. Two overhaul mods into one big soup of awesomeness. So in this episode, Drycha goes on the offensive. She decides that she wants to rid the world of vampire counts. She does quite well with that, as well as rid the world of ogres. She does quite well with that. And greenskins. She does quite well with that, actually. She's a bit of a powerhouse. I give a lot of land back to the Empire, and I look at potentially running away from the goblins in the south because they're quite strong in the Crooked Moon. Without further ado, let's jump on in. And we are back with Drycha on Total Warhammer 3 with the SFO and the Old World mod. The last episode, we finally did Drycha's main quest to unlock Clive here. I can't pronounce that, so we're going to call him Clive. So he's a legendary hero who's going to join Drycha's army next turn, hopefully. And we are in a relatively okay-ish place. So we're going to push all of our threats around our first wood are relatively neutralised. We've just got the Empire and some of the vampire counts to deal with. But the Empire's on our side, vampire counts are not. So we're going to focus on the vampire counts and push them ideally back to their starting location. That'll make everyone happy. All of the provinces and locations here I'll be given to the Empire when I take them. And to the south here, all the provinces and areas I get I'll be given to the Tomb Kings. Mainly because I don't want to deal with a lot of the hassle. I just want the Tomb Kings to try and fight back against this slight orc invasion. There's a few of them. I'll be looking at probably taking over this great tree soon as well. I might teleport Drycha down there once I've dealt with Sylvania. If I can deal with it quick enough, I'll send Drycha down there on her own and let her just deal with what's down there. But maybe by then I'll be able to, send another army down there. We'll see. So, what I'm planning on doing now, obviously I've got the little trick. One weak army in force march, one strong army of 100% ambush just sat right next to the army. So hopefully Vlad Von Carstein is silly enough. And hopefully this army is also silly enough so I can take probably both of them to attack them. And then down here, my third army, he's just recovering over this turn to then attack Moslak. Once he attacks Moslak, he should be able to take this city. I would then give this to the Tomb Kings. The Tomb Kings are pushing quite hard. I do kind of want the Tomb Kings to attack me up here in Vale Webs, because that will be his undoing. Because Vale Webs, I'll be able to defend this quite nicely, because I can just teleport Drycha across, and they get a few debuffs as they go into the forest itself. Without further ado, let's skip the. If I can get my words out, it would be awesome. Let's change the end turn and let's see what happens. So, Vlad Von Carstein, the fool of a took, fell for the ambush, and he is now out of the picture. Give my leadership to the Manticore, because the Manticore is a bit feral. I'm going to take money rather than replenish. Some money's more important than me right now. So that was a big failure for Vlad Von Carstein. He's now run away with his tail between his legs. He's got another army here from Berend Zul Krungenheim. Good name. Just going to decisively destroy this army. That's another army of Vlad's destroyed. It's going to be a little bit more money into my coffers. With that, I'm going to split my army now. Actually, no, I'm going to not split my army, because splitting my army always ends badly. Then move Drycha this way. Then move Tala. Good name Tala. I can actually pronounce that. They're going to both go together towards... I want to get you slightly stronger, don't I? So I'm going to move both of these towards Mordheim. I'm going to retake Mordheim, and then I'm going to push them back to the east. My other lord to the south, he took the city. Took the city of Moslak. I gave Vidovdan to the Tomb Kings. I'm expecting these guys will be a bit of a pain, so they might actually attack me next turn. Hopefully not. I might actually be able to defend it. So just in case, I'm going to build this anyway. We'll see what happens. And obviously this settlement hasn't changed. I'm actually going to upgrade it a little bit. I've got a bit of spare money. So I'm going to upgrade it with some buildings. So we've got these orcs and boys. This army declared war on me, as I was essentially, well, declared war on my units in my settlement. which is to the south. That's helping the Tomb Kings. Annoyingly, I wasn't able. Well, I'd disbanded 2 units, and I was going to get 2 more units in a couple turns. It's not the end of the world. Those 2 units wouldn't make too much of a difference. Hoping that these guys come and assault me, but it looks like they probably won't. I don't know what the range of this magic is. If I can hit them with magic, they might aggro them. Okay, that range of that magic is just not enough. That's fine. So it looks like I may have to just slowly move my army up. If they're not going to fight me on in a kind of an enclosed field, so I don't really want to get. I may have to get close to them. In 22 seconds, they may change their mind. I just need to be able to just annoy them enough that they come to me. And you guys move. So I'm hoping. So this was going to be a total defeat according to the auto resolve. And up here, according to this, it's might be okay balance of power wise. I should be okay. I don't see why I would fail this fight. It's just 1 stack of greenskins, and I said that with the high elves. To be fair, it's just 1 stack of just 1 stack. It's always just 1 stack, and that's how they get you. That's how they get you. I've got an Arachnarok on the right here, so I need to kind of focus fire with that with all my archers as it comes into range. But it looks like he's not moving it forward anymore. Okay, he's moving it forward. I want all of my archers, I mean all of my archers, to focus on that Arachnarok. If I can take that before it gets to the field, that will be a huge minus for them. So I'm going to send my hero out a little bit. And try and use some magic on it as well. I'm trying to send some of my heroes out. Well, my one lord, I should say, is not a hero. Do I have any anti-large? Don't think I do. I'll send you somewhat towards the Arachnarok. Try and slow it down. You can use some magic on it as well. There you go. So you guys move forward slightly. Don't want all of you attacking that unit actually. Don't mind the Lord being attacked again. We just need to focus on our Arachnarok to take it down. If we take it down, it doesn't matter how quick it takes us or how long it takes us. We just need it out off the field. They've got some forest riders there. Hopefully my birds can just swoop in, take out these archers and swoop out. But I'm not obviously holding my breath on that one. You can use this explosion. Okay, no, you don't use that explosion just yet. Okay, you're going to fly in, do a load of damage, and fly out. Fly back to my lines. You're going to like scare them off a little bit. Okay, I'm not particularly happy about what's happening with those dryads, but if they die, they die. They are kind of there as fodder. If I can send in some Treekin now. Treekin to support the line as well. They are shooting a lot of arrows my way as well, which is not ideal. So let's get another unit of Treekin in to assist. These dryads can now move up. And then I think it's probably time to send in my tree men and my 1 unit of Zoats. It sounds like my birds just having a bad time, so they just decided to attack, which is a bit annoying. Right, you guys try and push those. You Treekin, you do what you can. Right, so where is my hero? My hero is here. See if you can use this explosive magic. Just there. It did a bit of damage. Use a heal on yourself. Once his Ragnarok is down, I'll be able to send some troops to assist you. Okay, the Ragnarok is almost down, which is amazing. Okay, annoyingly, they just got a load of ranged, not ranged, but they got a load of cavalry. Cavalry are just a big pain. Yes, you can tie them down, but just really hard to take care of. And you see if you can use your magic to take out that Arachnarok. As soon as it's gone, my life is going to be so much easier. So all my units should be in fighting. You are not. You go help those. Zoats, who can you heal? You can heal pretty much everyone. So if you can get in range to heal these dryads, these Treekin. These Treekin are going to head in. As you are now fighting, use your explosive blast just in the middle of that pack again. Right, you guys are going to essentially just pick off as many units as you can. Birds wise, I've only got 1 unit of birds left. Obviously they were shooting at my birds as I was focusing on those, on everything else really. Now my archers are relatively free, going to get them to focus on their archers. You guys, one of your units chase down those ranged units, or those horsemen, whatever they were. My Zotes should be okay if you use rock flesh. Use rock flesh on that unit there. You should be able to tank that attack from the Savage Orc boys. Right, you have a quick heal on yourself. My eagles are some of my eagles are back, so I can get them up here to attack these orc archer boys. And all my archers have just taken out one of their ranged units, so they can move fire onto the next range unit. And you guys aren't actually in combat with anyone to chase down these black orcs. Black orcs are obviously stronger than dryads. See if you can use that on. Okay, they all turned. That was a bit of a waste, to be honest. But never mind. You dryads focus on those. And my archers are now just going to be picking off the stragglers now. I think we've managed to push a lot of them back. You guys focus on the black orcs there. Okay. All of my bird units just go down and try and help where you can. The Arachnok didn't just run away from the battle, it's still running. I think we've managed to scare it off enough. You take them out. Annoyingly, they've got a couple units here. See if these dryads can get close enough to annoy these archers that they won't attack. Okay, I'm not sure what happened to my other birds. I think this actually unit of birds got destroyed by a volley of... Yeah, okay, that unit of birds got killed by my own archers. The volley of arrows was so strong it killed my own unit. Got to be careful with these dryads here. They're probably going to die just because of how much DPS these savage orcs do. I won't be able to get to them in time. Okay, you guys all essentially attack these savage orcs. Savage orcs are not fun to play with. Try and save these, because these eagles are better than the hawks. There you go. Did a fair bit of damage. You guys get up and essentially run away when you can. Obviously, my archers should be able to just mop up a fair bit. I want to try and kill as many of them as they leave the field as well. Don't go anywhere near those arrows, because the arrows obviously killed your your friends. So I'm going to end the battle there. I'm not going to chase them down. It's going to take too long to chase them down. Let's see what the outcome of that was. So it was going to be a defeat, and I think that was actually quite a good outcome. Ragnarok should be off the battle completely. I don't think I destroyed it, unfortunately. I should have focused in a flying unit on it. However, I didn't think about that at the time. So post-battle, Mr. Clubber and Glugzag, they failed. So I'm just going to use so I didn't actually lose any units. They lost a lot of troops there. So instead of going for money, I'm going to go for replenishment. And hopefully we can get them in the next turn. Maybe I can take them out. That'd be a great idea, or great plan. So this army has just doubled in size. So it wasn't, now it's just not just only Clubber. There is a Omug, and then Glorf de Ruffy, and then it's Glugzag as well. I can't take this. Even if I try and fight this, I'll lose. So I just go all to resolve, and I've lost that entire stack. Never mind. We go again. So although I said I'll give back some territory, I'm going to keep this this area here. Same as when I get slightly deeper into the Vampire Counts area, I'll probably keep the odd area, like Varbog and Walden. Might keep that because it's quite a out of the place location. And so I'll keep the odd one here or there where I'm not likely to be attacked. That's kind of where I'm going to keep. So I want to focus for these ruins first. I know that's where Clan Pestilence will still be. So I know they're still up and about. The Tomb Kings are been royally pushed back. So that's going to be my next issue. I have built this army. This army will be finished in one turn. It's a predominantly guard glade, as you can tell. But this is going to be a very strong front line and a very minor kind of back line. I can now build dragons. That'll be quite good. But yeah, that's where we stand at the moment. I do need to start helping the vampire count, the Tomb Kings to the south, that's for sure, because they are being pushed back royally, and they're starting to have very little when it comes to actually fighting. When it comes to fighting power. So the cat decided to have zoomies and growled at everything in the house, and just ran into the back door. He's a bit simple. Without further ado, let's keep on going. I've had to essentially change my tactics of how I'm going to do this at the moment. So I've had essentially got my one army, or two armies up north. They're going to take the odd. How did he lose this? How did you lose this? This is not good for any one of us. I'm going to have to send an army back to deal with that now, before it grows too big. Incapable Empire. Absolutely incapable. Actually, no, you stay in my zone so you can get healed. How far can you go? A little bit further. Yeah, moving as close to the border as possible, so next turn you can go in and you remove this threat. I don't want this in my land at all, or near my land. The Drycha's the odd zone I'm going to take for myself, just so I can keep my upkeep. And down to the south, just to help the Tomb Kings out, I'm just attacking the odd army where I can. That army's going to beat me, however. This army will also beat me. It's a shame they're not closer to the city. Oh, I really want a second army here. I'm really going to struggle with this, because I want to really help the Tomb Kings, but I can't do very much as it stands. Unless I get a little bit closer and maybe get ambushed. But if I move in here, I'm going to start getting attrition. That's the biggest issue. But this Crooked Moon needs to start. I need to start doing some damage on them. But they've just got a Warg. I can't do anything against a Warg, unfortunately. Oh. Let's see what this says. Will I get assistance? I will not get assistance. So I'm going to have to retreat, because I'm not going to be able to take that. And I'm going to have to essentially move back to my forest and go back into ambush stance. I just can't. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. I could try and recruit another lord. Just a random lord would do. You'll do. And maybe give him one unit or something. Or whatever's cheapest here. Yeah, Dryad's the cheapest. Maybe give this guy, I don't know, get him close and try and do the same force march trick. It's probably the only thing I can think of at the moment. No corruption. So that's what I'm going to have to try with this army down here. But we'll see how this goes next turn. I'm probably going to expect this city to disappear next turn. It's already been attacked once. It's got no defences. That's probably why there's no assistance coming to help. I'll keep this guy in ambush anyway. So I decided down here to activate this ritual rebirth so I can get Iraq the Lost. Ideally teleport him to the very south of here, just so he can at least act as a diversion to maybe hold back the Crooked Moon, start attacking their home. If I can do some damage in their home, then there's a possibility they might turn their anger away from the Tomb Kings in the north. But because there's so many of them, I don't think that's a good idea. It might be a good idea, but hey. So I started the rebirth just so I can get this place fully upgraded. And there's one of the goblins here, or one of the orcs that spawned with this guy called Shifty. There's another guy up here somewhere. I'm not sure where he's gone. So I was able to take out one army that spawned over here. Just I wasn't able to take out both armies that were up here and across this river. So that's what's happened with that one. With my armies here. So I've got Tala, who's essentially going to be going back to defend Workbad. Because I want to ideally have Clan, Workbad and Needling all across this river here. This is one province. When I can, Flansburg will be given to the Empire. I've given the Empire Dukelberg, Nuln. I'll be giving them Weisenberg once I finish taking out the last settlements down here and hopefully finish off this Skaven down here as well. I want to take out Scrag the Slaughterer as well. So his army is just here. Not particularly a strong army, but his army is still there nonetheless. But I can take out a lot of his settlements here. Hopefully pretty much all of them, to be quite honest. There's some Skaven in this area, but if I could just take these out, give some of these places to the Tomb Kings as well, because the Empire doesn't need all of these. But that is where we stand at the moment. So Drycha's got a bit of work cut out for her. She's got a lot to conquer. She's got a very strong army, so I'm not worried about Drycha at all. This army up here is really weak. So I'm a little bit worried about that one. And this army here, I haven't tested this army to see what it's like, but these aren't very good units, to be quite honest. So they're probably going to die very quickly. I would like to spend a couple turns just leveling up and getting some better units in here, but there's only so much I can do. So the only things that are left I can get are eagles and dragons. So I can't get any more tree kings, oats, or tree men, just because I don't have enough cities. So that's kind of where we're at. We're kind of stuck. Hopefully these armies can hold. It's exactly what I wanted. This shifty army that was attacking my tree. He's obviously got the garrison to deal with, which is a very strong garrison. And then he's got my army to deal with. So he's definitely going to be defeated. There we go. There is another Greenskin army somewhere. I'm not sure where the other Greenskin army is. It went up to the north somewhere. So maybe the dwarves have dealt with them, but I can't promise that. But this guy's going to stay for 3 more turns. Once that's complete, he'll then head south towards, well, I don't think you can do much here, to be quite honest, with the Tombkins. His armies are too strong. I really need more than 1 army down here, but I just can't afford it at the moment. I would like to... Can I take Scrag on? Let's actually see if I can take Scrag on a 1v1. And obviously 1v1 and his settlement. This might not be possible. Drycha might have to run. Decisive victory. Nope, Scrag and Slaughter is out of the battle. Okay. Drychas are very powerful at the moment. Wow. Okay. I just need more units like that in my army. I don't need that. It's going to, yep, give you more ward saves. So I'm going to end this episode here with Drycha essentially mopping up the entire world. Once she leaves here, I can give this city to... I'll give one of those cities to... I can't give Flensburg just yet. I'm going to hold on to this town for 1 more turn. But give them Weisenberg. Will they give me money? They will give me money. So with Weisenberg given to them, I'm essentially now going to leave this area, actually, come to think of it. With Weisenberg, they should be able to hold this area. I'm going to then get Drycha to take out Kirkham. Then give Lengenfield, Kirkham and Flensburg to the Empire. Then go back on the offensive against the vampire counts. So I've got a few armies here. I should be able to take most of this region. Actually keep it to myself. That should be able to fund at least 1 more army. I'll put you back into ambush stance, just in case this other goblin army just suddenly appears. You've got 3 more turns until this rebirth is done, and that will give me hero capacity of all heroes, Lord and hero rank +2. Yeah, okay, that doesn't really give me very much, to be perfectly honest, but it gives me the recruitment of giant spiders, which is quite interesting. If that's what I needed, well, not really. But that's going to end this episode. We've done a fair bit. We've retaken a lot, and we've weakened both the wood vampire counts, and we've strengthened the empire. Ideally, I want to now start weakening the Crooked Moon and strengthening the Tomb Kings. Once the vampire counts are out for the count, that's going to be my next goal. So without further ado, hope you have a wonderful day, and peace out.